So hello and welcome to this week's Soul Wisdom Akashic show, where we are here. I'm live with my dear friend Bahar, who's going to be talking to you about Kundalini and mindful leadership in the age of Aquarius. So I'm going to have a really powerful conversation today. But for those of you that don't know me, I'm Natasha Harris, and I support conscious business owners to really supporting them to take the next steps in their leadership and impact in the world through the work that they do. We are here to create some change in the world. So, it is time. We really, really do need that in the world. And it's asking people to really step up now and to own what they do. And so Bahar and I are going to have a really interesting conversation today. So Bahar, did you want to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Hello, everyone. And thank you, Natasha, for having me here. I'm Bahar. I'm a transformational creative life coach, Kundalini Yoga Teacher, and artist. And I help people to find their bliss or soul purpose and live a life that they love holistically and abundantly. And I use Kundalini yoga, art, and create workshops around that. And that's what I do and what I love to do.
Yeah. Yes, and that's it, isn't it? Like when we do what we love to do, everything changes, as we know. So yeah, I mean, it's like I'm delighted to have you here. Kundalini yoga. I've done one of your classes. I haven't done much Kundalini yoga, but I just loved your class, and it was just so great. Very different type of yoga to what I usually do, but I really, really loved it. So tell us a little bit about your journey, because I know it's not been direct. It's taken a few turns to get you to this point. So tell us a little bit about your journey and how you got here. And also, just to say, those of you that are watching, give us a hello, give us a wave. Do just ask us questions as we go through. If you're watching the replay, do type #replay, tag Bahar and and we will come back to you and we will comment. So, but do let us know if you've got any questions while you're watching. So, sorry, yes, Bahar, do tell us, a little bit about your journey. Hi, Robert.
Hi, Robert. Yeah, well, my journey is a very interesting one because I come from a technical engineering scientific background. And up until 2 years ago, I was working as an IT manager in a big, corporate world. And then I had my, spiritual awakening and everything changed and I couldn't relate to where I was working. So I just jumped despite all the fears, all the, arguments with my husband, with my family. Everyone was saying, it's crazy. What are you doing? I said, I don't know, but I can't be there. I can't do that anymore.
Sometimes we just don't know what we're doing, but we just know we have to do it, right?
Yeah, so I just jumped, and the idea back then for me was to paint and become an artist, like start, selling my art, because I started doing art. But then that art was like painting was the doorway for me, because it took me to places and to healing spaces. And I packed and I went to Peru, done some, healing work, and sitting on top of a mountain, I received a message that you need to learn how to channel your Kundalini energy. And I was like, Kundalini? I don't like Kundalini yoga. It's a crazy yoga.
I love it.
But then I came back to London. It's now October 2019. I came back, and a dear friend of mine said, you know what? I signed up for this Kundalini teacher training course. Would you like to join me? And I was like, yeah, okay. So I was learning to be more and more intuitive, although that wasn't the way I was educated. I was taking messages and acting on them. So I went there, I signed up without any intention to become a Kundalini teacher. No intention at all, just for self-development.
Yeah.
What happened was, as part of the training, we have to do a Kriya, which is set of yoga postures, for 40 days. So since 10th of January 2020, I've been doing Kundalini yoga every single day.
Wow.
Right? So that's how I become a Kundalini yoga teacher without having the intention. At some point, I just it just happened. I was ready because I was continuously and constantly doing that every day and receiving what is the impact and what is the change, the shift, the way I'm dealing with my people around me, with my business, and everything started just so organically and naturally.
Yeah, it's so interesting, isn't it? It's like where we end up on a path and we end up somewhere where we had really no conscious intention of going in that way. And it's just it's so interesting how that unfolds. I mean, your story is not dissimilar to mine. I mean, but mine was probably 10, 15 years ago, where I was an IT manager working in corporate and decided that, you know, something led me to energy work, and just that unfolding of like, don't really know what's going on here, but you know, I know there's something in it. We feel it, and it feels almost like a little bit like not a choice. So it's like how we end up doing what we're doing. So yeah, it's so fascinating. And now you've already launched your programs, and you're doing working with people around leadership. So tell us a little bit about the mindfulness leadership side of things, and what drew you to that.
Well, this is a new age that we're entering. In Kundalini, in the yogic practice, we call it Aquarius age, but it's new age, golden age, whatever. The terminology doesn't matter. So this age, it's, and you can see that because the change is there, we like it or not. Nothing is going back to normal.
No,
we know that. And this age is all about being. It's all about, you know, feeling the passion, what you really want to create, what you really are here for. And it was very interesting because I was working with Natasha, and you know, one day I'm doing coaching, I'm doing Kundalini in two different rooms, and I was like, but these are two different, I cannot combine it. But somehow it just came to me after our deep conversation with Natasha, thanks for that, and that, you know, they are the same thing. The impact that they are trying to create are the same. So I came up with this idea of mindful or conscious leadership, which I created a program around that, which support business owners or people who want to create a shift in their life. I support them from energetic point of view, from universal laws, from Kundalini physical, and also coaching. So it's all about realizing what we are here for and acting on that. Take aligned action and and just trust the path.
Yeah, absolutely, isn't it? And isn't it wonderful when we can really see how all of our blended gifts, everything that we stand for, everything that we've kind of picked up along the way, all these things that we've learned and we studied and we've brought to the table, how it creates this beautiful blend of how we want to run a business, how we can support others to do something similar. And it's just, you know, conscious leadership and is so much needed now. We don't just need leaders, we need leaders that really understand what's coming, what's changing, how we can create that change and lead from the front. And this is, you know, we all want to create some of that change, but sometimes we're not quite sure how to lead in that. And it can be really difficult to speak up, and powerful leadership comes from this, I feel, from this beautiful blend of compassion, of softness, of the divine feminine to create really powerful and leadership moving forward.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. And also we're entering the age of like, you know, that is dominated by divine feminine energy or feminine energy, which is, it's not about female or male. It's about, we all have it. It doesn't matter what, you know, sexuality you're identified with. It's about allowing things to unfold. It's about compassion. It's about love. It's about, you know, connecting within. It's not about action, do, go, without realizing where we're going. It's about how we're going to where we're going.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about this new age of Aquarius about being, and that's such an important element. I know you want to talk a little bit into that, and some of the tips that you have is around really, how we really embody that. And so how do you work with that?
Yeah, that's actually one of my tips that I wanted to talk to the audience about. It's to be. So it's so important as business owners, as people, as leaders, to really feel, to really connect with that creative energy, that passion, that joy, that, love that is already within us. It's never stopped, it's always within us. We just sometimes block it. There's something, we go to our head and we don't see that. So it's really important when you start your business or when you start any creative project or anything, you start from a space of abundance, from this space of joy, from this space of passion, not from the space of lack. I want to start a business because I need money. So if you start a business like that, it means that you create more of the need for money. And after a few years, you come back to the first step that you started. Even if you make some initial success, what happens is that because in the now, you are not feeling abundant, you are not connecting with the passion, you are not creating with the energy of the passion every single day, then it will mirror it back to you by the universal laws and by what you've created, because that's your projection. So this is all about being, a state of being, a state of feeling what you're feeling and from what energy you're creating every single day.
Yeah, it's so important, isn't it? Because I think especially when we're young in business, when we're new in business, we are in a space of lack. It's like when I create, when I get my next clients, then I'll have. But we need to really create that now, and it's so important that we start to embody the energy of what we want to create in the future, and then we start to become attractive to it rather than repellent to it, and we start to attract more and more of it in our life, and we have to be what we want to become already. That's how we create it, isn't it? I love that. To be it's so true, and it feels like it's difficult, but we are, as you say, we are all of that already. There's no separateness from that. We are the joy, we are the love, we are the abundance, and it's about tapping into that. So it's really, we are all of it already. I often say, have fun, bring joy into your business, create your business from a place of joy and fun as much as you can, and then that will follow. I mean, like, I love my business. I love waking up in the mornings and thinking, oh, who am I going to speak to today? Who am I going to interview today? Who am I going to get to meet today that I didn't know this morning? So it's exciting.
Yeah, and an example of that is just like, I had no intention to teach Kundalini yoga or become a yoga teacher, but because I was doing that and like being, like singing mantras, doing yoga, spending 2 hours every day, just doing things related to that, at some point I became it. Like, it happened. So to be just, if you really want to create something, do that for a certain amount of time and see how it feels in your body, and then something within you and around you shifts.
Yeah. It's so true, isn't it? Because when we are it, we can't help but be it. It's just, there is no separation from that. I love that, and that's a brilliant example of how we evolve into being something that we didn't even realize we were going to be, a Kundalini teacher. Isn't that fascinating? Oh my goodness. So tell us, how tell us a bit more about the yoga and the Kundalini and how it can really support you to making those energetic shifts.
Yeah. So the Kundalini yoga is called the yoga of awareness and energy. So it's not about the posture. It's the postures give you an opportunity to see the energy, the blockages, the unalignment, disalignment that are within you. So that's a great tool that you can use and support you, not only physically, because it's less about physical, it's more about energetic, it's more about radiance, it's more about charisma. And it will help you to see the triggers, to see the mirrors of yourself, and then it gives you the opportunity to work on them and go through them. When you go through them through yoga and through the posture, you learn that you can do the same thing with the challenges that it comes in life. Because business, yes, you have to love it, you have to it comes from love and passion, but challenges comes. Life is all about challenge. And this yoga, by staying, I don't know, half an hour or 11 minutes just under the pressure of gravity, you learn how to control the resistance, go through the resistance and shift it. So physically, energetically, you do that in a class, and then you learn gradually how to do that in your life and in your business. That's why it's such a powerful type of yoga.
And that really resonates as well, because it's this gradual, isn't it? I always talk about take small steps, take a step to create something different, then take another step and create that momentum. And it's this gradual, evolvement of something, that things shift and change over time. Very often we want change and we want something to change immediately, and we do it and we do it, and then we create even more resistance. But as we allow ourselves to see, I can really see the benefit of that. It's like how you gradually allow yourself to recognize the resistance you're creating and to move through it.
Yeah, it's all about your mind. So when you are in the posture for a certain amount of time, connected with your breath, you see that clearly as a mirror. What is it in your mind? What one of my great teachers says, that how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter if it's yoga, it's business, it's your personal life, it's your relationships. When you are associated with a pattern, it will show up again and again until you resolve that pattern and enter to the next level of yourself. So when you are connected so physically and so emotionally and so energetically with yourself in the posture, what happens is that you usually see people see things, feel things, get emotional. Many things can happen, but in a good way, because then when you see that, you cannot not see that anymore.
Yeah, and that's it, isn't it? It's like not being able to not see something. And we have to create this shift now. We're talking about the age of Aquarius. We're talking about the new paradigm and moving and shifting into something different. We cannot not see it. We cannot not take action and do things differently, because we know that, whatever's not working in our life, we have to shift it and change it now. Now we've been given the most incredible opportunity to create that change, not just for ourselves, but for everyone, I guess.
Yeah. And just one more thing to add about this age of Aquarius is one thing that I'm coming to learn more and more, because we've not been educated for this age. We are the first leaders, we are the first people which are going to lead the next generation going through this age. So what we've learned so far is success. It's about having something, owning something, receiving something. But as I said, it's all about being. And also success is not where you go. It's about where you're starting from. What is it? What is the energy that you're feeling and you're creating from? It's such an important concept that when you grasp it, you don't want to create in the old ways anymore.
No, that's so true, isn't it? Because, I think that's the work you've been doing. It's definitely the work I've been doing. It's the work we've been doing together. And it's like for me now to go back to old ways is just not even there's no joy there. The joy is where I am now and what is possible going forward. And that's what's exciting. And you're absolutely right. I love the way you said that. I can't remember exactly how you said it, but we are the first leaders to lead the way. We are, we've not been taught this. We're evolving it. We're co-creating it. All of us conscious leaders, all of us, people that are standing for the new paradigm, we don't actually really know fully 100% what it really entails and what it truly means. But we get an opportunity to say, Well, we know what it doesn't look like. We know what we need to move away from, and we know what we need to move towards. So we're co-creating it. And I really do feel strongly about that. I mean, we've had conversations about that in the past, but yeah, that I love the way you said that. We are you're right. I hadn't really thought about that. We are the first leaders of this new world. So you have a little exercise for us as well, aren't you? You're going to give us an ego eradicator. If anyone's got any questions, please do pop them in the comments. Let us know how this is resonating with you. How does this show up in your life? You know, what we've been talking about. Let us know in the comments. We love to have a bit of feedback and comments in the conversation as well. So do let us know what your thoughts are. But yes, your ego eradicator, I'm excited about this.
So as I said, Kundalini is about experiencing. So that's why I've chosen something physical for us to do and really experience what it feels. Ego eradicator is a great energizing posture. You can do that in the morning, the first thing you do, or if you feel like during the day when your energy is dipping down, that's a very good one to do. And also, if you get lots of clarity after doing this posture, I'd recommend just doing that for 3 minutes. We're going to do that for shorter, but just 3 minutes will do. Yeah. And what happens is that you're circulating that life force, that energy within your body just by that 3 minutes. And let me show you that we are going to do that together. So just can either sit straight. If you're sitting on a chair, make sure your feet are touching on the floor. But you can also, ideally, sit in easy pose. I'm sitting in easy pose on a chair, and spine is straight, and just relax your shoulders. Just deepen that breath. Coming to the center. So I'm going to explain the mudra, the hand first, and then explain the breath. And then we're going to do that for 1 minute together. Okay. So bring your hands, curl your fingers, 4 fingers like this, and extend your thumb as much as you can. So you create something like an extension here. Yeah? Okay. And then we're going to extend our arms 60 degrees, palms facing forward, thumbs facing each other. Make sure, like that. Okay. Yeah, but arms extended. And make sure you're not doing that. Your shoulders are coming down, shoulder blades down, relaxed. Okay. So that's the hand and arm posture. Before we're doing that, I'd like to teach you the breath. It's called breath of fire. And it's a slight pump of the navel in and out. Yeah. And you're breathing from the nose. For my ladies, if you are in the first 3 days of your moon cycle, please just hold this posture with long, deep breathing and do not do breath of fire. Or if you are more than 3 months pregnant, again, just hold this posture with long, deep breathing. So it feels something like this. It's a strong breathing. The breath is very fast, and the inhale and exhale are the same, length. I would recommend to maybe only focus on exhale or inhale, and it will be easier to focus on your navel. Okay, so let's get into the posture. Curl your hands, extend your thumbs, extend your arms 60 degrees up, thumbs facing each other. Shoulders relaxed and down, spine is straight. Close your eyes. Focus on your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. And just inhale deep. Exhale. And now we're going to begin. Just to start, breath of fire. Really pump that navel in and out. Nice. Extending the arms. If you feel your arms are getting tired, just one more breath and pump that breath to the area that is feeling tense. We're halfway through, so just concentrate on the third eye and your breath. For the last 20 seconds, really pump that navel in and out. Now, keep your eyes closed, extend and open all the fingers. Bring your hands all the way up. And now touch the thumbs, okay? And now deep inhale. And now squeeze and tense all the muscles you can find in your body. Really squeeze. Inhale more. Hold the breath. Inhale more. Hold the breath. Inhale a little bit more and tense, 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 tense. And now keep your eyes closed. Slowly, slowly exhale and sweep your arms round. Rest your arms on your lap. Rest your hands on your knees. Keep your eyes closed. Feel what you're feeling. Just circulate that heat, that energy within your whole system. Feeling your heartbeat. Feeling alive again. And whenever it feels comfortable, just take a deep breath, open your eyes, and gently come back to the room. It's a great posture to increase your charisma, your radiance, so great one to do if you want to go have a client meeting, big interview, first date, go on camera. Just do that for 3 minutes and feel the radiance. It increases your radiance.
Yeah. I love that. I feel clearer, actually. That was when I was kind of like come back with my hands on my lap. I had this sense of clarity around, not just around my third eye, which I can still feel actually, but around sort of this area of my energy, just this real clarity.
Yeah. And we only done it for 1 minute.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what I love about these things. It's like, we don't have to do these things for hours on end. We can create a really rapid change really quite quickly. Thank you, Bahar. I really enjoyed that. Like somebody said, thank you. Can't see who that is, but let us know how that was for you. What did you get from that? Robert says that was amazing. Loved it. Reminds me of a power pose. Yeah.
Actually, it's very close to power pose, but it's done with that breath. That's why there is such a great impact on that.
Yeah, excellent. Oh my goodness, thank you. Let us know if you've got any other comments. Oh, I really like that. I just feel like, I don't know, more centered, more grounded, more, it's like powerful. It's like it's there. Glenn says, awesome as always.
Thank you, Glenn.
Oh, that's just really, really lovely. Thank you so much for coming and joining me today, sharing these wonderful tips, just sharing some insights about leadership and the new age of Aquarius, and also your ego eradicator. I love that. I just love it. So please tell the community how they can get hold of you. I know you have something free you'd like to invite them to, so please do let us know about that. Do you want to tell us about that?
Or
free thing.
I actually, Natasha, I was reading the comments, so I missed it.
Me too.
Sorry about that. I was just like zoned out.
This is how you get a bit sidetracked. You do a pose, and there's nowhere you go left. Yeah, great energy and intensity. Oh, beautiful, nurturing conversation. Love it. Oh, you're so welcome. Yes, tell us about your free thing, Bahar. Your free invitation.
I am doing a free masterclass next week. It's on Wednesday, 7th of April. 14th of April at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And it's about, shift your energy, thrive in your business and your life. It's about how Kundalini Yoga, it's an experiential workshop. So how Kundalini Yoga, teaching of universal laws and meditation can help you to shift your energy and thrive in your business and life, because you are a reflection of your business. They are not separate.
Yeah, no,
so I love you to have, it's free. I will provide the link, and Natasha will.
Yes. Yeah. So we'll Bahar will pop the link in the post afterwards. Sign up there. I highly recommend that you experience Bahar for a longer period of time, experience her work and her insight and her wisdom. Thank you for this really beautiful conversation. I really, really appreciated it. Thank you so much for coming on my show. And yeah, I will see you soon. But for those of you, I am here every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Come and join me in the conversation, doing expert interviews with the experts like Bahar, but also talking into topics about how you can increase and step into the next level of your impact in your business, and also doing Akashic meditations and activations here on Wednesdays at 4 p.m. UK time. If you want to know more about working with me and the Akashic records, please do get in touch, private message me, head over to my website and sign up for a consultation there, or click in one of the links above on the post. Thank you again, Bahar. This has been a really insightful conversation, and I've really
thank you so much, Natasha, for having me, and thank you everyone for joining. Such a great show and great group. Thank you again.
You're welcome. Thank you. Bye everyone. See you soon.
Bye.